When you're interviewing for a job, your interview begins the second you walk through the door. And starting a new job, you're building your brand, from the very first day. In fact, even before the first day, every interaction, you're representing yourself in the way you did in the interview, that you're showing you're respectful, professional, that you're a diligent worker, that you're somebody that your colleagues are going to enjoy spending 8 hours a day with. Every responsibility you have, every office task you're assigned is a chance not just for you to learn and grow, but also to represent yourself in a positive light. So the first tip, number one, is start before your first day, knowing your worth, like your actual real worth. Your real worth is this. It is your current performance plus your future potential minus 3 times your emotional expensiveness, which is drama. So you want to avoid office drama as much as you can. If you can perform well and demonstrate your future potential and stay out of drama and not bring drama to the workplace, you are really valuable to a company. 100% of your new job success depends on 2 things. 50% on your professionalism that you bring and you demonstrate, and 50% on the office culture. That's why it's so important to make sure you are a good cultural fit for the company, at least in the beginning part of your job. Always be the first to arrive and the last to leave. You want to understand expectations. Be mindful of the boundaries that you're creating as you start a new job. For example, once you set the standard that you're willing to do certain things, it's really hard to go back to the way it was before. So if your manager is emailing you constantly throughout the weekend and you're responding, you might unknowingly be setting the expectation that you're always going to be willing to work on the weekends. Yes. Manage your time wisely. Watch the demands that you make, early on in your job. You want to have goals, but in the very beginning, you kind of want to be silent about your goals. For example, don't let your goal or your intention regarding your next position be known, because your coworkers are probably going to be your competition. Look for a mentor. When you make a mistake, don't make the same mistake again. If you make a mistake or have an issue or a bump along the way as you're starting a new position, leave it at the stream. Take care of it, learn from it, and then let it go. If your colleagues are getting together after work or whatever, go out after work with your coworkers and build some connections with them, network a little bit. Never put yourself in a compromising position. Really watch what you look at on your computer too. Assess yourself. Learn as much as you can, and then turn that into value for the company. So mind your own business at work. To try to contribute one thoughtful comment at each meeting that you go to. Be your true self. You could also do a little research when you start a new job. As you're getting to know people, you could do a few little informational interviews to find out what people think about, hey, if you could do it over again, what advice would you give to somebody in my position starting out? So don't be afraid to ask good questions and get clarity when you need it. Tip, be humble and teachable. Food is something to consider when you want to start strong in a job. Get to know your surroundings. As time goes on, you're going to be prepared to effectively market yourself. You need to take responsibility for getting noticed. If you can have a new version of your elevator pitch, a clear, concise, ready to deliver at any moment statement that says what you do now, but also emphasizes what you want to do in the future and why you're the right person to do it, and be ready to just talk about that where appropriate, and especially to those above you. I've probably given you 25 things that you could do, which probably is overwhelming. So I'm going to end with a challenge. Pick one and start with that one.